This year, JOSA counseling has become a little complicated because of the craze for computer science. This I have not seen in the previous years. Admittedly, the industry, IT industry recruitment looks very healthy and robust. So everybody wants to get into computer science. So that is the problem. So much so that from the beginning, last 1 month or so, I was getting these questions. Should we go for core sector branches in IITs versus uh, computer science courses in NITs? That was all right. That was manageable. But yesterday evening, I got a very strange call from a parent. And he said that his son is getting computer science in one of the local colleges, Chaitanya Bharati, Vasavi, and all that. He's not getting computer science in the top IITs. Instead, he's getting some core branches in the IITs. So I believe he's under pressure from his relatives and friends to go for computer science in a local college. I said, this is the heights of things. So this short video, I want to talk about three things. One, IITs and how are they different? Two, what are the different kinds of placement opportunities in IITs? And three, core sector versus CS. What are the things that you should keep in mind? So let's start off with the IITs. Now, first thing about IITs is that, as you all know, apart from the great infrastructure and the faculty strength, the most important thing I consider in the IITs is the peer group. Now, who are these students? These students are people who have passed 2 levels, started with a base of 10 lakhs, then first level of filtering, then ultimately JEE advanced, and then about 16,000 students are there. Therefore, they are the best of the best in this particular batch. So the students, whoever gets into IITs, would get to work with the best of the batch, the cream of this particular batch, for 4 years in an intensely competitive atmosphere. And IITs, mind you, are all residential. So they're going to not just work with them, not just study with them, but they're going to live with them. So the kind of challenges that you're going to face, the kind of exposure that the students will get, and the kind of learnings that will happen by this peer group, by interaction with this peer group, is unmatched. And if you can survive this atmosphere and you can face these challenges, you can face any challenge in life later on, in career or personal life. And that is my personal belief. Not just that, exposure. Exposure not just from peers, but also from seniors. And it's been getting passed on from batch to batch to batch to batch, that knowledge, experience, expertise. Also, exposure of a different kind. The opportunities that the students get in terms of, say, for example, exchange programs. So in the second year or third year, or even in final year, one semester they can go and spend in a foreign university. It could be a US university, a Canadian university, a European university, Japanese, Singapore, Australia, a lot of places. And any of these exchange programs are great opportunities to learn, to get exposure, etc., etc. I know of several students who've gone on these exchange programs and changed the course of their lives. That advantage a student from NIT or local colleges anyway will not get. Then also in terms of internships. Internships at IITs are not from just IT or core branches. They get internship opportunities in finance, in consultancy, in FMCG, in analytics companies, a whole lot of things. And students can work during these internships and decide whether they will want to continue or not. Also, extramural lectures where they have interaction with some of the best in the field who come to the IITs and talk to the students, give lectures. So a lot of exposure that way. And the clubs, different kinds of clubs, you can pursue a lot of activities, including coding. So even if you come from a core branch, nobody would stop you from learning coding on your own and participating in coding competitions, working on projects with other students. A lot of these things that are available. Also, a lot of IITs, especially like, for example, IIT Kanpur, to an extent IIT Hyderabad and Gandhinagar, give you some flexibility in terms of choosing of your optionals. Like, for example, in IIT Kanpur, You can take a minor from not any other branch. So you could be doing, say, chemical, and then you can take a minor, say, from computer science. Also, you can do a double major in Kanpur. That means you stay one more year and you can do a major. Say, for example, you've done chemical, you can do a major in mechanical, you can do a major in electrical or computer science. Of course, subject to availability of seats and satisfying basic conditions. But point is that these opportunities exist, the flexibility exists. Now, these kind of opportunities are unthinkable in the other institutions. So when you're looking at IITs, just don't look at it from the prism of computer science versus non-computer science. So the level of advantage that you get, the opportunities that you get, the exposure that you get, and the flexibility that you have are totally different. And of course, the branding that you get, IIT brand that will stay with you for life, and the alumni network. IIT alumni network is very powerful, and you can bank on this network throughout your life. So these are some of the things which make IIT different. Then let's look at the placement opportunities. In terms of placement opportunities, what happens is, if you are, I'm not talking about CS placements, CS placements everybody knows. I'm talking about core branches. So a certain percentage of students get into core sector, 15 to 20%. Say, for example, you're from civil, you get into L&T or things like that. Or if you're from chemical, you would get into a pharma companies and things like that. About 15 to 20%. Then there would be people who would be getting into IT industry. So even if you're from a core branch, you can always get into IT industry. Nobody would stop you. You can always sit for placements. You can always compete, always get. Then there would be consultancy companies. A whole lot of consultancy companies come and recruit from IITs in big numbers. Similarly, banking and finance companies. So that would be another area. Then there would be analytics companies. Then there would be FMCG companies like ITC or Unilever or say Procter & Gamble or any of these companies. So FMCG companies also come. So there is a diverse recruiter pool at the IITs, which will not be there at the NITs. So in terms of placement opportunities, whether you come from a CSE background or you come from a non-CSE background, placement opportunities are plenty. Admittedly, at the initial level, at a fresher level, the IT sector salaries are attractive, no doubt about it. Okay, that brings me to the last point, which is core sector versus CS. Now, this year, there's a lot of interest because IT industry is doing well, a lot of recruitment is happening, etc. But remember, core sector is evergreen. You always would require that number of civil engineers, mechanical engineers, chemical engineers, metallurgical engineers, etc., etc. There will always be that kind of requirement. So technology may change, technology trends may change, technology may come into fashion sometimes, recruitment may happen, sometimes it may get into recession, etc., etc. But for these core sector, there is no recession. There will always be that requirement. Second is that in the core sector, initially, perhaps the salaries may not be as attractive as IT field, but over a period of time, your experience is rewarded. Okay. And third, it's my belief that wherever you are, if you do with passion, you'll be successful in life. And I'm sure there are a number of examples which you are all aware of. So if you take chemical engineering or aerospace or metallurgy or whatever, if you are on the top, if you work with passion, you are interested in the field and do very well, sky is the limit for where you can go. So it is not always that, it is only in computer science that all the opportunities are there. So just correct that mistake. But before I end, I would like to talk about the grouping, because when I talk about IITs, all the 23 IITs are not alike. So to help your decision making, I have just grouped the IITs into A, B, C, and D category. So the A category are the old ones: Bombay, Delhi, Madras, Kanpur, Kharagpur, in that order. Then Roorkee. Hyderabad is a second generation IIT, but it is doing well. So I've put it here. And then Guwahati. There's not too much of difference between Hyderabad and Guwahati. I've been a little unfair with Varanasi. Varanasi also can come here, but I've grouped it in the B category: Varanasi, Indore, Gandhinagar, Ropar. This is a second generation. 1, 2, 3 are second generation. And third generation. These are second generation, but slightly may not be as good as these three: Bhubaneswar, Patna, Jodhpur, Mandi, and Dhanbad. Dhanbad, as you all know, is ISM Dhanbad, now IIT. So I can group them into the C category, and then finally D category, which is the third generation of IITs. So Tirupati being the best among them, but all of them are the new generation IITs. So if you get any branch in any of these, I think with your eyes closed, you should go and join. You should not be looking at this computer science at NITs and all that. The dilemma will start from somewhere here. Okay. So to clarify, I would also present the grouping of the NITs. Now let's look at the NITs. Now, Trichy, Surathkal, Warangal, I would say A category. Then you have Allahabad, Rourkela, Calicut, Jaipur, Nagpur, Surat, Kurukshetra. So that is the next category. And then Bhopal, Delhi, Jalandhar, Durgapur, Jamshedpur, Hamirpur, and then the rest. Okay. So if you're getting computer science at these places and you are not getting computer science in the IITs, somewhere here and here, you can do a trade-off with this, but not definitely here. Here, any branch is okay. Don't just go to the NITs for computer science. When should you do this trade-off? When you are comparing, say, this A category NITs with C and D, perhaps you may be justified. Definitely with D, you can do that trade-off. Computer science here is better than any other branches here. That is for sure. You can do a trade-off here, A versus C. But the remaining, I think you should be giving preference to the IITs. But this is my view. Again, as I told you, every parent has this aspirations for his child. Similarly, every child has aspirations for himself. We can only give inputs. Finally, the decision has to be taken by you. But I thought that some clarity was required in terms of this IITs versus NITs, specifically this year because of this mad craze for computer science. Definitely there is place for IITs. Definitely core sector jobs will be there, and there is a value for core engineering branches. You should be considering them seriously. Don't get misled by the current trends. Okay, that's all I wanted to say, and I hope I have given you some inputs which will make you think about the choices that you're going to make for JOSA counseling this year. All the best. Igo, this.